Alright, quick update on the CPI numbers. So the US Consumer Price Index is up 1.3% in June, marking a 9.1% increase. Year to date, let that sink in, 9.1%. That is the highest US inflation has been in about 40 years now. So last month we were currently sitting at 8.6% year to date, and myself, a bunch of other banks and economists were predicting a huge move up in inflation. I talked about this over my Twitter and I talked about this in yesterday's video. I was predicting an increase roundabout to at least 8.8%. which would have been a huge leap, but we've overshot that by a decent amount. So once again, we're up here at 9.1%. It seems like most people's expectations were shot out of the water. Nonetheless, we were predicting a huge increase, and when we were talking in this video, we were saying, the CPI is going to be up, even though the core CPI is down. The major categories in the CPI are through the roof, and we predominantly associated this major increase, or we were saying we predict this is going to be a massive increase because of the rising energy costs. And if we do look at the 12-month percent change in the consumer price index in terms of the major categories, you can see energy is up 41.6% year to date, absolutely through the roof. If we look at all items, less food and energy, 5.9%. Food is up 10.4%. All items up 9.1%. So once again, I'm sure most people know CPI is a CPI. I'm sure if you go into your grocery store, you'll notice that food prices are up way more than 10.4%. Where I live, they're up way more than 10.4%. And energy is up more than 41.6% where I live. So inflation, absolutely through the roof. I know it's worse in the US right now. Nonetheless, let's look at the charts now. I did just want to give you a quick news update in terms of this. So I'm not going to make this a TA video. I'm going to create separate TA videos for Bitcoin and what's going on in the altcoin market. But just a brief overview, the dollar has massively run to the upside since this news has come out. If we do look at the SPY, the stock market, all of these stocks are massively capitulating at this moment in time, coming to absolutely no surprise. And when we do look at Bitcoin, look at the volume that came in over on Bitcoin. Now, I'm just going to show you some of the volume on the other charts. I mean, if we look at Coinbase, 4.5k sold. If we look at Bitstamp, 736 Bitcoin sold. If we look at Kraken, this is the hourly time frame, by the way, 1.56k Bitcoin sold. Let's go over to some of the other leverage trading platforms where you've got things like Binance, because this is going to be through the roof. 29.5k on Binance with the USDT pair. How much is with so Bybit over here? 62.3 thousand Bitcoin sold. This is crazy, but this is the 1 hourly time frame. Binance to the USD coin, 1.5k sold. These are the longs, these are the shorts. Shorts are going up, longs are getting liquidated at this moment in time. Obviously, this is just another CME futures chart. This is the index. This is with BUSD, 13.7k Bitcoin sold. Bear in mind, this is not 13.7k US dollars. No, this is 13.7 thousand Bitcoin being sold on the open market. So I would just like to say, if you are a seasoned veteran of my channel, this should come as absolutely no surprise to you. We have been preparing you for these events for months now. I've been telling you bull trap after bull trap, bull trap after bull trap. I've been hammering this in, that until the Fed pivots, the bottom is not in. And I once again want to reiterate that until the Fed stops tightening monetary policy, until the Fed stops increasing the interest rates, the bottom is not going to be in. And why do I mention this? Because we've just had a massive increase in CPI. So, Jerome Powell specifically said they are not going to stop backpedaling on inflation, or they're not going to be backpedaling on increasing the interest rates until inflation, or until they believe inflation has subsided. We now have the worst inflation in 40 years in the US. What do you think is going to happen on the next FOMC meeting? I would not be surprised if we have, well, I would be honest and say 100 basis point increase, basically a 1% increase in the interest rates could be likely. Maybe that will stir on a recession way too quickly. I mean, we're basically going to be in a confirmed recession very soon, in my opinion. But nonetheless, I think 75 basis point increase is a conservative estimate. You can only imagine how much the markets are going to get decimated because of this. Once again, I have been warning you about this for months now. You know, go in and check on your favorite moon boys that have been shilling, and every single time we have a bounce they say to the moon, go check on them, make sure they're all right, make sure they've still got a pulse. I made sure we kept the integrity on this channel. Some people hated me for it, but nonetheless, as you can see, markets are playing out exactly what we've been predicting time after time again. So I'm about an hour late to update over on the CPI. I was out doing something when these numbers did come out, but just to let you know, I say this all the time, but I do post this news over on my Twitter before I do manage to get it over onto YouTube. It takes me 20 seconds to tweet something, and it takes me a couple of minutes to download the video, a couple of minutes to upload the video, etc. So make sure you do follow me over on Twitter if you do want to stay up with these type of news. And once again, this is here at 618_cowboy. Feel free to click onto my YouTube channel, and you can see I have my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Discord linked. I definitely recommend following the Twitter, joining the Discord. I really don't use Instagram, so you know, if you really want to follow me, do whatever you want to do, but I really don't post on there. So Twitter and Discord, hope to see you over there. That's all I've got for you today, my friends, and as always, who could have predicted this? Cowboy out. Peace.